Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Eight Arch Brewing Company based out of Wimborne in the Dorset area. By the time this beer review comes on the channel, their tap room should be open, their new tap room, which should be quite the tap room. For the people that live around that neck of the woods and certainly visiting the tap room, I wish the brewery all the best. For the future, make some fantastic beers, I know that. And a very successful tap room originally, but now they've moved to bigger premises, and everything's put in position, ready for this move. And well played for them. So anyway, this is Eight Arch Brewing Company's Square Logic Pale Ale, 4.2%. It does say something on the back, so I will read it. So yeah, SIBA Gold winning beer, overall champion as well. When was that? 2020 gold. So yeah, wow. Anyway, pale ale brewed with Vienna and flaked oats for a soft base, hopped with one of our favourite hop combinations to create the square root of a super crushable pale ale. So, thinking about it myself this week, going back into some grain brewing. I've got the Easter weekend, and yeah, there's a possibility on Friday I might go down the grain brew route again. So here we go. Lovely looking pour. Orangey pour. Here we go. I won't discuss the colour until the whole can's in. I feel that's better, because sometimes when it's been sat, it will change. Sometimes it's clear, and you pour the whole can in and it changes. So anyway, as you can see, it's an orangey looking colour at the moment anyway, with a white head on there. Fruity, slight dank on the nose. Cheers, Eight Arch, the last of my Eight Arch beers, and that was from October last year, so it's been a journey. I've enjoyed the journey. We enjoyed our day there talking to the chap, head brewer owner, I think, and yeah, it was good. It's good to support a brewery that's not in Nottingham, or locally. And I still hope to see these beers in Nottingham at some stage, either via a tap takeover, or at least either via cask or keg, when the beer world sorts itself out after Ibria shut down. So that's quite the. I know Small Beer do a lot of stuff in the same sort of vein as Ibria. Ibria now been took over, or been taken over, by Beavertown or something. No, I heard something along them lines. I'm not really interested in that side of things anyway. I only drink the stuff. The politics, not my cup of tea. Oh, flavourful. Let's pour the rest in. Like I say, I thought this may happen. So it's obviously gone quite a bit more hazy in there. Yeah. Just the beer being settled. The best way to avoid that is literally an hour before you drink a beer and you've had it settled for a while. Tip it for about 2 minutes. Put it back up. Then when you pour it, it'll be like it should have been in the first place. It's only settling, that's all. Oh, yeah, cracking brewery, based down in that area of the woods, not far away from Dark Revolution. That would be a collab, a good collab. Dark Revolution and Eight Arch, two breweries, not overly far away from each other's. I mean, I'd like Eight Arch to come to locally to Nottingham, and there's plenty of breweries to do collabs with, you know, over a long weekend, with a tap takeover somewhere in Nottingham. Crown in Beeston's a really good place for that, although there are other good places that have a mixture of cask and keg. I think that's critical, a mixture of cask and keg. I was actually lucky enough to see the inner workings of the Crown Inn yesterday, and there are two cellars with all the beers on, and yeah, it was interesting to see, you know, how it all works. And like I said to them, I said, you could do it with the equipment they've got that they're not using. They could do a beer festival at the Crown Inn. 20 beers early in the season, and yeah, that'd be something. It would be something. So today, been out again today, been to the Abdication, walked into the pub, and Abdication is a micro pub in Nottingham, well actually Daybrook, facing the old Home Ales building. And there's a 60th birthday going off. We didn't know until we walked in. It's like, oh shoot, there's a lot of people in here. It's only a micro pub, and I tell you what, it was absolutely rammed. Thank God we got a table right at the back, out of the way. Still managed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beer reviews in there. So I've got crazy amount of beer reviews coming, and I'm gonna have to start dropping them quite, you know, more so than what I'm dropping them now. Although soon, I'm not going to put out more than 2 big beer reviews a day, the standard beer reviews. But I will be putting out 2 shorts, 2 quicks, and the 2 standards. The short beer reviews, they're literally, it's just about the beer. There's no chat or discussion. Although you will get sometimes, if something funny happens, I will react to the funniness or point the funniness out, because, you know, that's what I do. Or drag somebody into the video, like, here it is, look, in the background. These things happen, but on the most part, the Raggy's Taproom reviews are the real deal reviews for me. The other reviews, they're just me having a beer and letting you see what the beer's like. It's like a Raggy's Untapped. Basically, it is really, you know. I'll do a little bit of a score. Scores are irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. As long as it tastes good, that's all that really matters. If I drank a beer and it tasted shite, then, you know, I would have a word personally and privately and say, look, that needs to come off, mate. You know. To be fair, there's not many pubs, certainly the pubs I go into, don't do that, because they've all got a flipping good reputation. But there are pubs out there that I've been in, and I've gone to a beer that I know, I drank it, and it's like, oh, that tastes disgusting. And, you know, I don't give my channel any credence towards a pub like that, but I don't want to destroy the pub's reputation either. It may have just been an oversight, you know. So, yeah, there's no need to be a beer that person, you know. I wouldn't want to ruin someone's business because they slipped up. You know, all of us can slip up in life. Life is like that, isn't it? You know, bad judgment can affect us all at times, and that ability to just forget the bad judgment because you know the person is not that person. But sadly, in a lot of jobs, you know, people will use a bit of bad judgment to stick the knife in, and that's a sad part of life these days. It does seem to be the thing where people will go out their way to do that at times. Yeah, it is sad. But in any way, on with the beer. So, SEBA Gold winning overall champion. Just double check what it says. So yeah, national bottle can winner, overall champion. So in Cannes, the best beer of 2020. That is some plaudits. I mean, it's a great beer. I wouldn't say it was my overall champion, but I'm not Seba. And obviously, we all have beers that we like. We all have flavours that we like. Obviously, the people at Seba. I actually spoke to a judge from Seba over in Louth last weekend. Yeah, we was in the Fireside Brewery, aka the Gas Lamp, and he was telling me that he you know, they have days where he's judging all day and free food, free booze. I'm like, fucking hell. Get the party to reggae. I love that. Maybe they're frightened. Maybe in some ways, being a YouTuber and having a following actually is like a detriment to what you are, because and I wonder if this is the reason in Nottingham why, again, you know, doing the YouTube thing for, you know, now nearly 6 years, and not one. I've only been invited to Hucknall Beer Festival as a judge, not to any of the others, and not even like to. There was recently a pub in Nottingham called Brew Tavern that opened. There was a soft opening for the Nottingham beer community, and nothing for Raggy's beer reviews, you know. And this is something I get all the time. So obviously, you know, they just don't like me, which, you know, everyone's got their own opinion, or they don't like the personality, or you know, it's interesting. I do wonder sometimes, you know, but it is what it is. What can I do? Nothing. Yeah, no point trying to change their minds as to who I am. The people that know me know that I'm a really good person. The ones that truly know me. But yeah, and if they follow my social media, they see I do a lot of work promoting, more so than any you know, by country mile above anybody that I've seen out there. And that's people who work for breweries getting paid to do social media. I do stuff above and beyond what they do. Oh, she did get paid. I'd knock the gardening off and just do social media. Eh? Can you imagine a brewery coming up to you and saying, can you do our social media and contact pubs and stuff? Yeah, let's go for it. I suppose it's who you know. It's always who you know, isn't it? In that respect, everything on this channel's been done by myself. You know, not a part of any other cliquey bloody environment. Always the outsider looking in. Maybe I don't tick boxes because, you know, I'm not a 20-something beard-wearing bloody, you know, person who hasn't got an opinion. You know. Doesn't say, oh yeah, it's happy, you know, whatever day, and all that business. But yeah, it is what it is. Can't win them all, can you? Hey, and so for me, a really easy drinking pale ale. That it's not, you know, there's citrusy tropical stuff going off, but it's just easy drinking, and it's going to appeal to the masses. Will I drink it again? Yes, at 5 for me. Good 4.3 out of 5. But again, Eight Arch Brewing Company. Hope to see your beers in Nottingham. Hope to see a tap takeover in Nottingham. I am going to put that out when I post up the social media bit of this review. I'm going to again prod at certain institutions in Nottingham. But in any case, it's a cracking beer, cracking brewery. Cheers.